You're listening to Foxx on the Wire podcast. Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode number 61 of Foxx on the Wire. We have a special guest today, or tonight, all the way from Western Australia, Kym Redmond from Band of Missfits. Kym, welcome to Foxx on the Wire.
Thank you very much, Craig. Thanks for having me on.
Or should I say welcome back to Foxx on the Wire?
Yeah, welcome back.
Yeah, so your second appearance on the show. We had you on, I think it was episode number 40, about this time last year, funnily enough.
Yeah, it would have been actually for our last single that we released, which was Crickets.
Yep.
It's Coco. And we're just about to release our next one called Feeding My Starvation, which will be released next Friday.
July 9th.
Yep.
Cool. Very exciting. So where can we find that?
Pretty much anywhere. You can find it on DistroKid, Bandcamp, and then obviously all the other streaming services.
Yep.
iTunes, Google Music, YouTube. We'll be everywhere where you can find music online. The
millions of digital online stores.
Yeah, that's right.
What one do you sort of prefer as a music listener? What's your go-to?
Obviously, I prefer Bandcamp because we get pretty much all the royalties.
Yeah.
However, I guess iTunes, Spotify are my main go-tos.
Yeah.
They are easy to get around. Although they don't pay, they don't pay us really, but they are preferred streaming services. So
yeah, it's pretty hard to beat Spotify. Like, you're probably maybe the same generation as me. You know, we used to have the case or cases of CDs in the car.
Yeah,
that would just have broken CD covers and the broken CD connector things in the case.
Yep.
It was just a disaster. And then you're flicking through, you don't know what to listen to. You're flicking through each page. So I guess, to have it all now on like a playlist or something like that on your phone, on Spotify or iTunes, it's definitely a lot neater in the car.
Yeah, it is. Don't have to worry about things getting stolen out your car and stuff like that. So it's kind of everywhere you go. I just bought a watch the other day, actually, an Apple Watch, and yeah, it's great. I went for a run just before, and my music's just at my fingertips.
Yeah.
I don't even have to take my phone now. I just run out the door and I'm good to go. So it's all too easy. Yeah,
it is all too easy, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
And it really wasn't that long ago, that we're talking about these CD cases in the car. I mean, maybe 15, 20 years ago, I guess. So I guess it is a while, but
yeah,
crazy how technology has evolved. So we've got the new single "Feeding My Starvation" out next Friday, July 9th.
Yeah.
Are you doing a pre-save on Spotify or anything like that?
Yeah, we have done one. Actually, I was going to re-upload that today. We will do a pre-save. We've done one with DistroKid.
Yep.
Which will be it's on our Facebook page. So just scroll down, you'll see it there, and you can do a pre-save.
Yep.
I don't think we did that last time with Cricket, so I got onto that with DistroKid this time around. And hopefully people love it as much as we do. So
cool. Well, I'll get that link off you, and we'll chuck it in the show notes, and people can jump on there and pre-save it.
Sure.
So tell us about Feeding My Starvation. Is this one you wrote personally, or did you sort of write it with the band?
I wrote it personally. I said to Lee, my bass player, just if you got any ideas of anything, just send me some ideas. And he came up with a bass riff, and I don't know what he was playing, but I just kind of picked up my guitar and thought it sounded cool and tried to find some chords that went along with it. And wrote Feeding My Starvation. So
cool.
It pretty much evolved pretty quickly. Put it to the band and we jammed on it a few times, and it seemed to work really well. So we're pretty stoked with it.
Cool. Is that sort of how you approach most of your songwriting with the band? Does it sort of come about like that, similar to?
Yeah, generally most of it. There's only, I guess most of them, yeah. Empty Valley, one of our previous guitarists had written, I've written all the lyrics to all our songs, but she she composed the music to that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, generally I'll just kind of play around by myself. I found that we have tried to jam in a room and come up with ideas on the spot, but I just find it doesn't really work with us. I know some bands can do it, but I've always found it easy just to write in my own space without any distractions, except for my dog squeaking on her toy. You can probably hear that squeaking away. But yeah, I just find it easy to be in my own space and write on my own, and come up with something that I think if it's good enough, then I'll approach the band with it and say, hey guys, what do you reckon of this? And then we'll jam on it a few times, and that's how they kind of evolve. So
yeah, I think I'm similar to you. I kind of need to be in my own little space. I haven't sort of done that writing in the rehearsal room situation for quite a while, and we did do that back in the day when I was in a couple of bands, and you could get some stuff done, but I always found I had to find my own space and really get into it there, and I think I'm still like that. I don't know what that is, but it still works. I don't fight it too hard. But yeah, it's pretty amazing that bands can sort of get in a room together and just make it happen there and then.
Yep.
So last time we spoke to you, I think you just released a solo tune.
Yeah.
Are you still doing any solo work?
I'm working on a few different things. But for now, I'm just concentrating on the band and this release. But yeah, there's a song that I'm going to be re-releasing, which I had written on a solo album. So I'm trying to work on that and work out what I'm going to do with that one.
Yeah, cool.
And So, but yeah, for now, just want to just kind of focus on what we've got at the moment, and work from there. So cool. We've got a release. We've got a bit of a launch party on the 9th, which is next Friday, providing lockdown is not extended, and hope depending on numbers too. Hoping that can still all go ahead. So far so good. Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
And that's going to be at Lyrics Underground in Maylands. So yeah, we've got a couple of pretty cool local bands. 46 Brigade are going to join us. King Proteus and Art of Dysfunction.
Nice.
So yeah, they're all kind of rock bands, but they have their own style, and they're pretty cool bands. So it'll be interesting night.
And have you still got the same lineup within Band of Missfits, like same members and everything?
Yep. So I've got Jake and Paul, Lee, myself, and it's great. Lee's got some awesome harmonies going on. He's a great vocalist, so we work really well together. And I think we work really well together.
And where did you record this one?
So we recorded it down in Yelling Up with Sean Lillico. We've used Sean for the last, all of our recordings actually. So he's got a home studio set up, and he manages to capture quite a big sound with his gear. So we kind of stick with Sean. He knows what sounds good. He knows how we sound, and we get some pretty good results out of him.
Yeah.
We get some pretty good results out of us, I should say too. So, so we work really well together. So, we kind of stick with Sean.
Works both ways. Is it just the one song that you've recorded, or have you got some others up your sleeve as well?
So we did record a few while we were down there. We did like a live version of Jolene, which was pretty cool. Sean left the gear running when he had to head out, and we kind of went out for dinner and came back, and he said, just do whatever.
Yep.
So we press record a few times and did a live, because we do a rock version of Jolene, and that goes up pretty well live. So we decided to do a live recording of that, and we did another song called Carry On, which is kind of more like a Pink Floyd-y kind of sounding song. Crickets, which we've released in November.
Yep.
And Feeding My Starvation. So
yeah, Crickets is a great tune. I was out walking today and I chucked it on, and it was really, really cool. Sort of suited what I was actually in the mood to listening to. You chuck something on and you're like, oh yeah, I'm really in the mood for this. You don't know until you chuck it on. So
yeah. Oh, that's cool. I'm glad you like it.
Yeah.
That one's a bit more upbeat. That one started off quite a slow song, and Jake got hold of it and just sped it up, and straight away it sounded pretty good. So yeah, that one's always pretty popular to play live too.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yes, good fun.
And have you got a music video planned for Feeding My Starvation?
We were actually going to do it for Crickets, but that never kind of evolved. So hopefully, Feeding My Starvation, we will.
Yep.
That'll be cool.
Yeah, cool. So, I mean, it's sad, but, this time last year we were talking about COVID, and unfortunately we're both still there. What's it like over in WA at the moment?
Well, we're in lockdown till Saturday. Yeah. We just have a mini 4-day lockdown.
Look out next to you. You got it.
Yeah.
Hello.
That's Coco.
Coco, is it?
Yeah, she wants me to play with the ball, so she's. You might see her jumping up and down a couple of times until it happens. Yeah, so we got a lockdown as of Tuesday, so till Saturday. I'm hoping that's going to be it. I think today we've had no new numbers, no new cases, so it's a good sign.
Yeah.
Obviously I had my auntie's funeral actually on Tuesday, and that was reduced to 10 people, which was pretty sad.
Oh, that's terrible.
It was just horrible. And then, just with work, weddings, had a wedding on Friday, which is tomorrow, Saturday, I should say. That's been cancelled for the second time.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so she was supposed to get married last year this time. So, postpone it. Hopefully third time's a charm for her.
Oh, that's terrible.
But, yeah.
I hope she's not taking that as a bad omen or something like that.
I hope not. But what do? You just got to roll with the punches, I guess, don't you?
Yeah, well, hopefully your launch can go ahead. But, just the amount of plans and, it's just, I can't believe everything that's going on, and, we're still in it. So,
yeah. How are you guys going?
I don't know. Like, it's, I think, sadly, we've just kind of got used to a lot of things. We had a lockdown, I think, a few weeks ago. We don't really have a lockdown now. There's no cases or anything, but it's all over the news, and it's just in every aspect of our lives to some extent still. Yeah, unfortunately. I'm playing my first gig this weekend in a few months, and
awesome.
Hopefully it goes ahead. I feel like I haven't played for a long time.
Yeah, it gets like that, doesn't it?
Yeah. I used to keep pretty busy before COVID, gig-wise. I'd try and keep it up just to keep the practice up and everything, but then it just sort of, I sort of haven't really got back into that rhythm yet. And I mean, you see shows are getting cancelled left, right and centre. So it's just, hopefully yours goes ahead and it goes off without a hitch. Fingers crossed.
I hope so. Yeah, it took us a few times to get this kind of organised. Our drummer's been working away, so we managed to lock in a date. So we've been pretty psyched for it. It kind of seems like we haven't played for a while either, but I don't actually think it was that long ago. But it just it seems like it has been. So we're keen to get out there and have a good night of it.
Yeah, because I know you guys were playing probably this time last year when we spoke. You were pretty open playing gigs, and I'm like, I was really jealous. And
actually, we did have a few gigs actually. As soon as lockdown kind of finished, we were right into it. We had quite a few lined up, so we were pretty lucky, because I know it wasn't the case on your side of the world. Yeah, the whole country's not looking too good at the moment, but no. Anyway, it's hard not to bring it up in conversation, unfortunately, because, like I said, it's in every aspect of our lives. And how's Coco dealing with it all? Is she
She good? Just wants to play with the ball?
She loves it. She comes to work with me every day anyway, so she's not by herself.
Yeah, right.
I've got her in my shop, in my florist shop. So, but basically at the moment, I'm allowed to do contactless deliveries. So I'm basically going to work and just doing my orders, getting delivered, and I'm coming home every day, which is kind of nice, actually. I got to say, my friend just messaged me and said, "You want to go for a run?" And so 5:15 tonight, she's knocking on the door, go for a run. It's just nice to get things done that I wouldn't normally be getting done. And I had quite a few hours this afternoon on the computer at home, just being able to do stuff in the way of promotion for the single. So normally I'd be at work and I'd be getting home fairly late. So it's nice for me to have the extra time. I know it's bad for some people, but at the moment I'm kind of just enjoying the fact that I've got a few nice afternoons off. I can do, make use of this time and be productive.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I think a lot of artists, like I'm similar to you, I worked all the way through lockdowns and that sort of thing. But I think a lot of people who had the opportunity to stay home mostly made the use of it, or made the most of it, by either recording or writing heaps, and which was good to see. You didn't want to see people sort of fall in a big hole and not be productive, but it looks like a lot of people were productive. So in 2018, the title track of your Higher Passage EP, Higher Passage, earned you a nomination for, where's my notes here?
Wham Award.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's my dog over there.
And then you earned another one for Crickets, for most popular act, or based on Crickets.
Yep. So hoping maybe we might bring one home for feeding my starvation. So, but we were up against some really good bands, and a lot of them were our mates' bands as well. And our good mates Electric State brought home 2 of those awards. So we were pretty stoked that we didn't bring one home, but our mates' bands got 2. So
nice.
We were pretty proud. Yeah, we're a tight little rock community in Perth, so it was good to see them do so well. And they've been doing well ever since, been paying some good support. So good luck to them. It's good.
Yeah,
it's good
awesome.
to see.
So is that voted on by the public?
Basically, the public, we get nominated, we send our songs in, and if the board think that we're good enough, then we get a nomination, and then at the awards night, basically public voted, and they have a certain amount of time to vote on your songs, and at the awards night, it's announced. So. Yeah, it was a good night. It's actually really nice just to spend time with your mates' bands. It's really hard to catch up at the best of times.
Yeah.
And when you're playing a lineup with your mates' bands, it's really hard to catch up in a gig environment where you're trying to, fight over the music to hear each other. And I just thought it was really, really nice to catch up with people and get to chat to people you wouldn't ordinarily get to. So, there's a lot of people that you're friends with on Facebook or what have you, but a lot of the time we don't get to see those people. So it was really nice to be able to catch up. Everyone was kind of hanging out the front and catching up. It was a great night.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, well, that's kind of why I started this podcast as well, is because at gigs you don't often really get to talk properly, but so this was another sort of way to try and do that and have a proper conversation. So so those awards, are they just in your state? Because I'm not aware of any similar awards nights in any other state.
Oh, really? So it's the WA Music Awards, and they have quite a few different awards for, I think at the moment they've got Song of the Year, and they have some judging panels, and basically they've got to listen to all the music, work out which ones they like, score them out of 20, and there's quite a few different judges for different varieties, different genres.
Yeah.
And I think there's quite a few big prizes that come out of that as well if you're awarded a prize. So sorry, my dog's being a pain in the butt.
Full of energy.
She is. It's like that time of night, she just had dinner, so she's keen to play. So.
She'll crash out soon.
Yeah, maybe not.
Maybe not.
Yeah. So yeah,
Cool.
it's a pretty cool night. Yeah, they have Dero Music has a fair few different awards, and they're right into regional. I had a song in the 2012 Sounds of Tom Price. So basically, they have this regional program where they have a group of engineers that go out to small towns throughout WA, all up north and down south as well. Mm-hmm. And they get musicians to write their own songs and put them on a CD. And they'll basically make up, one big CD. And a lot of the time that, those people will collaborate. Musos collaborate with each other, and it's a really, really good experience for people that have never been able to record, that have always wanted to as musicians, but didn't know how to go about it. Or it's kind of a really, really good initiative that they run there as well.
Yeah, awesome. So, that's really good.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Do you enjoy the studio yourself? Or
yeah, I do. I love it. And when we go to Sean's and record, it's down in Yallingup, which is about probably 3 hours from where I am. I'm kind of in the hills a little bit, and it's kind of like a holiday. It's like I really look forward to it. It's my time, and we have fun down there. Yeah, and really, really enjoy it.
Do you take Coco with you?
I did that's her. She wants me to throw the ball, sorry. Last time I did, but I had to tie it up, and my cousin came down with me, and she decided to take her for a walk one day, and she ran into the field and wanted to play with a couple of Angus bulls.
Fair enough.
And nearly got destroyed by them. She just thought they were big dogs. She wanted to play with them. So I don't know what I'll do next time, and maybe not take her with me.
That's pretty cool that you take her to work, though.
Yeah, I'm pretty lucky. She's pretty sport, actually. I've got customers that come in every Friday, and they go to the butcher shop first and get a handful of diced beef and come and feed her. And
beautiful.
I've got one of the guys from the Man's Shed. The president of the Man's Shed comes in every day to see her, and she's a pretty spoiled little thing.
Nice, that's good.
Yeah, I'm lucky.
So if we get out of all this COVID stuff or restrictions and everything, have you guys got interstate tour plans at all? Or are you looking?
I would love to. Yeah. Hoping, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, just got to. Yeah. I guess that's the thing at the moment. It's just we're having to all play it by ear. I guess it doesn't really matter how well you plan something if you get 3 or 4 cases and all of a sudden you're stuck. So makes it a little bit hard, but.
She's trying to say something?
Yeah, she is. She's trying to say mum through my ball.
Yeah.
But I guess hopefully one day we'll be able to get over there and do a nice little tour. So, I'd love to do that for sure. Yeah,
because like all these sort of tours and stuff, like they get planned quite, well in advance generally. And, the way things are going at the moment, things are just getting pulled out from underneath us, at the last minute. So it's pretty tough to sort of make any sort of plans, whether it be holidays or tours or weddings.
Yeah, that's
or
right.
Anything.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, hopefully, things start to change in the next year and we start to get on top of it a bit more.
Coco actually sounds like a kookaburra.
I know. I've heard that she sounds like, someone said to me at work that she sounds like a chimpanzee.
Okay, yeah.
Kookaburra, yeah, I've never heard that one, but yeah.
Yeah, from here, it could be the Zoom signal.
Yeah, no, that's just what she sounds like, yeah.
Cool. All right, so we've got Feeding My Starvation out next Friday, July 9th on all platforms. Are you printing physical copies in any form, like CDs or vinyls or anything like that?
Not at this stage. I think we're just going to do a digital release. I guess we'll see how well it goes. If we find that it's going really well, then maybe we might think about doing a small release on vinyl or something. But at the moment, we've just got plans of digitally releasing. So
yeah, how do you find most of the people consume music these days, whether they musos themselves or just music fans? Do you find most people are digital these days, or do you have friends and stuff that still like buying CDs or vinyls?
I've got a few mates bands and a few bands I know of that, you know, are doing vinyl at the moment. That seems to be a thing where it's kind of come back, I guess.
Yeah.
Not so much CDs. CDs are kind of, I don't know, they're kind of out a little bit now.
Actually, she sounds like a dolphin. Sorry for cutting you off.
Yeah, that's another one. Yes. Did you
a mix between a dolphin and a kookaburra.
She's good entertainment.
This is going to sound interesting on the other end of this recording. At least the video will give it some context now.
That's right.
But that's sort of the dilemma. We were on a Zoom call last night, a few of us, and sort of talking about whether to print CDs or vinyls or just keep it digital. I mean, me personally, I do a lot of digital, but I listen to a lot of vinyl as well, records. I'd love to get my stuff printed on record, but I actually don't know a lot of people that have record players. So I'm like, well, maybe I won't be able to sell them if I, if I get them printed, because they're not cheap to print. Whereas CDs, you know, they're not that expensive to print. But
yeah, that's right. What do you find is the general consensus with that? Do you find that more people that you chat to are kind of going down the digital road, or are they still doing CDs? A lot of them, or
probably digital. I think. Yeah. CDs, not so much, especially in the last couple of years. But, you know, CDs are an easy one to drag along to gigs and just have 10 or 20 with you in case, you know, it's easy to sort of hand over $10 for a CD or something like that. But
we've still got to do that. We've still got quite a few CDs from High Passage and Into the Storm, which was our first release. So, but, you know, like my car doesn't even have a CD player. I've still got my CDs in my car in my glove box, but I put them in there from my old car, but I don't even have a CD player. So I think that's, you know, the digital road is just so much easier. Kids these days, you know, most of the kids these days just have their phones, Spotify. I know my kids do. So it just seems to be the way to go.
Yeah, and that's what we mentioned as well. Like, we've all got boxes of old CDs from previous releases that, you know, we weren't able to sell. And are probably going to sit there forever. But who knows, maybe CDs will make a comeback one day.
You never know, they might.
Yeah. All right, we'll chuck some links in the show notes to Band of Missfits. And I'll get that pre-save link off you so I can put that in the show notes as well.
Sure thing.
And I have all my fingers and toes crossed that you guys can have your launch to full capacity next week.
I'm hoping so too.
Yes, you must be getting a bit nervous. I would be.
Yeah, I am. I'm kind of just checking my emails every day, just seeing what the venue's coming, you know, just see if there's anything in there that's going to change. But there will be some kind of restrictions. It's just... I guess a matter of what they're going to be. So,
okay.
But
Well, best of luck anyway, and I hope it all goes well. And best of luck with the digital release and
Thank
such.
Thank you so much. Thanks.
Hope it all goes well.
And, I hope your gig goes well this weekend too.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm got to write out a set list for the first time in a little while. I've got a few new songs to add on there, so it's going to be a bit difficult, I think. So we'll see how we go.
Yeah. No, that's good.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right, Kym. Well, nice to talk to you again. And
yeah, you too, Craig.
Hopefully we can chat again maybe later in the year and things are looking a bit better all around the country.
Yep. Sounds good.
Cool. All right. Thanks, Kym. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Nice to see you.
You too. Bye.
Say bye to Coco for me.
Oh, no, she's here. Yeah.
Thanks, Coco.
Say goodbye.
Catch you later.
See ya.
Bye.